Run that up, Rico. Run that up, Rico. Run that up, Rico. Run that up, Rico. Run that up, Rico.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know who it is. It's your boy Randy Choo, aka Mr. Choo-On-That. Listen, I'm in the building. Oh man, doing what I do. Appreciate the fans. I don't like saying fans. I appreciate the family that tune in, listen to us all the time. Cause I don't really like the word fan and following, because I don't really need people to follow me. I just need people to listen and take my advice on things. That's all I ask. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a very interesting week. We have a very special, amazing topic tonight. And on top of the topic tonight, we also have a very special giveaway, which I'll talk about when we get to the topic and things like that. But listen, you guys know I usually do books and business segment in the beginning of the show. So remember last time that I promoted some books. Don't really want to go over those same books again. However, there is a book that I do want you to get, and it is right here. I know you can't see it. I'm going to screenshot it and put it on there during one of the commercial breaks. But I just want you to know I have this book in my hand. It is called A Century of Separate But Equal Education in Anne Arundel County by Philip L. Brown. If you are in Anne Arundel County, you really need to get this book. Read it. This is very, very informative, very, very powerful. Lets you know the educational gap that existed in Anne Arundel County that still exist in Anne Arundel County. Our county right now is going through a lot of things, a lot of interesting things. We had the chief of police step down. We got to figure out who's going to fill that void, and we have activists that are doing a lot of great things, stepping up to the plate. We also have a situation that happened last year resurface with a young man who got the George Floyd treatment, but did not die, got sent to the hospital. If I want to reach out to that brother and have him come on the show, I want to hear about exactly what happened and his perspective of things, because right now he has a lawsuit against Anne Arundel County Police Department, and they stopped him for no reason, pulled him out of the car, put their knees on his neck, choked him out, all that good stuff. And so I want to reach out to the young brother to see exactly what happened, how it happened, and things like that. Now, as y'all know how I like to do, I like to promote my books and businesses. So I am going to save that for the end of the show today, because there's a relationship book that I want you guys to check out. So I'm going to take a quick 2-minute break, and when I come back, we will begin with the topic, have our discussion. My co-host will be right here to jump it off with me. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Choo-On-That show.
Run that up, Rico. 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 Run that up, Rico.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back in the building. You know how we do it. It's your boy Randy Choo, aka Mr. Choo-On-That, aka Mr. Smack Your Great Grandma.
You see how he hesitates when I'm on the show, right? Because he knows better than talk to my grandmother like that. My great-great-grandmother, too. But it's your boy, Christopher J., a.k.a. Mr. Essential himself, a.k.a. Mr. I'm Him, a.k.a. Mr. Skirt, which is going to happen to a lot of y'all in regards to this series.
Listen, just want to throw this out there. We are having a grand prize giveaway to the 7th caller tonight when we dive into the topic. But let me introduce the topic.
Y'all ready for this? All
right, so topic: the relationship series.
Oh, I've been thinking about it. You hit me. We was
Part
talking.
1.
We was texting and talking and all of that today, Unc, and I was just, man, you don't even know.
I got some discussion points I just want to throw out there to get this dialogue juicy.
Yeah, but are we?
What? Go talk
I'm
to me.
just saying, are we on? Because you know what the people want to hear.
What they want to hear, man.
You know they want to hear about romantic and intimate, like, oh my God, he not doing this for me, and brother, she don't be doing this for me. Are we
I
gonna
want
start
all
off?
them callers.
We starting off with romantic and intimacy.
No. I want anybody that want to talk the romantic game, want to talk the I've been hurt game, any game you want to talk.
The friend. So you talking about the relationships, the situationships, the
All of
friendships, the I see you on the weekend ships, whatever the ships is.
Whatever it is.
As long as they get to the destination, right?
Hey, whatever rock they boat. You know what I mean?
No matter how big the boat is, you know what I'm talking about.
Listen.
Lord knows I got. Never mind.
So these are just discussion points I got.
Yeah.
And also shout out to my big bro Zoe. He helped me get some of these discussion points. Just dialoguing with him as well. So here's some discussion points real quick. Oh man, and oh, I forgot. Let me tell y'all this. If you're watching on Facebook, if you're watching
YouTube.
on YouTube, The call-in number is 516-531-9828. I'm going to say it again for those who may not have heard me. The number to dial in is 516-531-9828. The number to dial is 516-531-9828. Got it. Call in. The 7th caller on tonight's show will get a very special prize. We not capping here.
Yeah, and if you follow me already, you already know what that prize is. So,
You already know. Don't ask no questions.
You better make sure your phone bill is paid up and it's after 9 p.m.
You
so your minutes is free.
Papa coming home just to give you some more.
Yeah, that's the.
Oh, okay.
Right, go ahead, Granddad.
Are inflexible relationship expectations wrong?
Wait a minute.
Oh, I'm getting there.
Oh, all right.
Has the growth of technology made the Flintstone age expectations of gender roles obsolete?
I'm glad you said that. My last client today in the barbershop was asking me, how do you feel about gender roles? But we'll get to that when the topic aligns.
Yeah. These are just discussion points. You can cut and we can talk.
No.
You know what I mean?
There's some order sometimes. Order is necessary, even in a relationship. Some order is necessary, even in a relationship.
Oh, man. Does extreme poverty put a silent limit on pursuing your dreams and goals and desires while you're in an intimate relationship? In other words, let me say it like this. If you're not living paycheck to paycheck, you're living extension to extension.
There's some people that have not lived that. Therefore, I don't know if they should really be able to speak on that.
The number to dial is 516-531-9828. The number to dial is 516-531-9828. Man, let's talk about the inflexible relationship expectations. It's commonly known in the arenas that I grew up in anyway, that expectations are best served if discussed up front. But in my personal opinion, I feel like that even is an unrealistic expectation because people evolve through time and their expectation and things that they like and dislike and things they would tolerate and won't tolerate change along with them.
I agree.
But are there certain core things, Christopher J., you as a single man have as an expectation that you're just not going to give away?
Man. So what's crazy is, since we're going to be transparent, which I feel as though is necessary in a relationship, including our
Talk a little louder.
Including our relationship.
Yes.
If we're going to talk about intimacy, romanticism, I feel as though expectations do need to exist, although my mantra is that expectations are the breeding grounds of disappointments. So if you're going to put in the effort to have expectations, you should also have the same amount of effort to be able to deal with the disappointments that come behind it. Especially in learning someone else.
Elaborate.
What I'm saying is this. The whole point in a relationship is to relate with the other individual. But so to have a relationship is to relate one individual to another individual and to bring them together. So therefore one individual has to learn the other individual and vice versa. So you have to learn them in order to find out if the constituents of that ship is going to get you to your destination.
Okay.
Whether it's a relationship, a friendship, a situationship, I'm going to only see you on the weekend ship and don't text me if I'm with my other ship.
Whoa.
If we're being real.
Yeah.
But, because I don't want to just solely focus on the depth of an intimate romantic relationship.
Right.
Because let's just be honest. We have friends who don't necessarily click with other friends. So you have to be able to balance that relationship of one person so it doesn't conflict with another.
So are you hinting to unbalanced relationships disrupt frequencies?
Oh, without question. Because if it disrupts the frequency, you'll never know if you're on the same channel as someone else that you're trying to build a relationship with.
Oh, and for people that don't understand or may not in this context understand what we mean by frequency is we have to understand that no matter what your religion ideology is or your personal ideology is if you're non-religious, that we are beings of noise, music, tempo. So everything we are is frequency. So it's talking about your energy, your chi, your chai, your energy force, your magnetic field that's around your body, your spirit.
Or for all my hood brothers and sisters, your vibes.
Your vibe. Thank you. That's what we're talking about.
Now I'm talking about.
Now I got some definitions I want to throw out real quick.
I'm willing to listen because you know what that means. I gotta compromise and listen to what you gotta say in order to build our relationship. So go ahead.
Oh, okay.
So go ahead.
Okay.
I'm gonna let y'all learn something real quick. You know what I'm saying?
I want to throw these definitions out and to add to the discussion because I feel like a lot of times people don't like to admit to who they are, what they do, or their spouse.
So wait a minute. So are you about to divulge into potential self-inflicted issues that affect a relationship?
We're gonna see. See. Just strap your seatbelt. I'm in second gear right now. Yeah, I mean, we getting there.
Okay, I'm with it. Let's go.
Okay.
What we doing?
So peep
What
this.
we doing?
Narcissism. Oh man, you I don't think you guys understand what's going on right now. What we bringing to y'all is some hot monkey lava stuff right now. Okay.
I don't know what a monkey
Narcissism
all right.
is the pursuit of gratification from vanity or egotistic admiration of one idealized self-image and attributes. The term originated from Greek mythology, where the young Narcissus, fell in love with his own image reflected in a pool of water. Oh man, this is about to get heavy. In a pool of water. Narcissism is a concept in a psychoanalytic theory. Thank you, big bro. Which was popularly introduced in the Sigmund essays on narcissism in 1914. Now, so to paraphrase for you guys, narcissism pretty much is when when you find gratification in your ideology of who you are, your self-image and your self-attributes. It's an idea of who you are. It's not actually who you are. Which is why a lot of people actually get hurt in relationships is because they're actually dating the idea of the person and not the actual person. Let me pull it even closer to home.
Break it down.
There's a lot of women who say they were born to be pastor wives. But when they get married to a pastor, they're unhappy because they got married to the idea of being a pastor's wife instead of actual person who is the pastor. Oh, anyway, let me go on. Narcissistic personality disorder is an actual disorder. And that disorder affects an estimated 1% of the general population. So if this is ascribed to you in one way, shape, or form, ladies and gentlemen, you fit that 1% of the general population. We all know that everyone has some narcissistic traits. And even high levels of narcissism can manifest themselves in a pathological form, which is the real definition of narcissistic personality disorder. Now, the individual overestimates his or her abilities and has an excessive need for admiration and affirmation. Have you ran into somebody? For my viewing audience, the number to dial is 516-531-9828. 516-531-9828. Have you ran into someone who is so freaking narcissistic that they need a round of applause for every single solitary thing they do? And let me flip it on the reverse side. Have you experienced the feeling of or the need of a round of applause for every single solitary thing you do?
So can I chime into that?
Yes, please.
All right. So if you felt the need for that, a lot of times we're seeking validation. Yes. Right. And so I feel like in a lot of for those who are watching, you need to take the time to go in and pay attention to our other episodes, and you'll hear me rant on and rant on and rant on about the need for a sense of self.
Oh.
And why I say that is this. In order for you to jump into a relationship, you obviously need to have your own identity.
Yes.
It needs to be well, let's just be honest. You in a relationship, it's you and someone else.
Yes.
But before the someone else, it's still you, and before that someone else, it's you, it's them.
Okay.
So there's two different individualities that are plugging in together.
Okay.
So if you're seeking validation, it's because you weren't done doing what you needed to do for yourself. Before you can go into a relationship and operate in what we go into a relationship to seek love, right? But you can't go into a relationship to seek love if you didn't necessarily identify yourself. Because in order to operate in love, you need to have a balance of selfishness and selflessness. Which, if you go back to the last episode, you'll understand where our balance is.
Yeah.
It's going to be balance amongst love, yes. Selfishness and selflessness, yeah, equals love.
Now, there was a time in my life. There was a time in my marriage life.
I was going to say, can we break it down for the people so they know who you is?
Yeah. I'm married. I'm going on 10 years, August 21st, with 5 kids.
I'm not, but I give credit to those who are.
Yeah, thank you. Now.
Cause I'm living single. All right.
So there was a time in my marriage life that I was very narcissistic.
I could believe it. I'm just saying. Look. Since we gonna keep it a stack, we got a few minutes. Leave us, because I'm gonna tell you about this dark skinned brother with some pearly whites and a couple of locks on the top of his head.
Okay.
Who he a barber too, so he know what a real fade is, But a dark skinned brother who can box, by the way, got some pearly whites. But you know what I'm saying? I already know what it is, man. It's cool. Go ahead. I love you, Unc.
And I was very narcissistic because I was under the impression that I was the one who could bring about the life in the relationship. I didn't give my wife the credit or the opportunity to be her and bring her to the table because I just wanted to run the table. This was my house. This is my end. We're gonna do things my way.
Oh, you so selfish. You so selfish.
I was so selfish.
You were so selfish, but you got the nerve to say.
And because of, because marriage has its ups and downs, its ebbs and flows. And for the listening audience, I'm happy in my marriage. By the way, just talking about
it is. That's all I was waiting for that.
Oh yeah.
I was waiting for.
Oh, niggas gotta know.
Like, come on, man.
Oh, don't get it twisted.
You better give her credit.
Oh, don't get it twisted.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah.
She holds it down. But anyway,
that's a help meet above all else. You heard me.
I wouldn't have put 5 in her.
Hey.
But I got 5 on her.
You did what you had to do.
But listen,
that's how you know. That's how you know.
There was times where I was going through my personal stuff outside of the home, and I was bringing that into the home, and it got to the point where, Chris, if I would have picked up a piece of trash on the floor, I wanted a pat on the back for it. I had narcissistic personality disorder in my marriage, bro.
You needed some self-validation.
I needed some self-validation.
The exposure of an inner weakness. Or I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. And that, wait, if I'm not mistaken, I'm sorry. Can y'all help me out, the listeners, if y'all want to call in? Is that what's called a insecurity? Because if you don't check the insecurity, it's going to come out and ruin your relationship.
Yes.
Right?
yes.
Yeah. All right. I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure.
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah. In fact, the whole concept of narcissism is the root of narcissism is insecurity married to pride. Because people, you ever had someone that was so cocky but was butt ugly?
Yes.
That is the example of what I'm talking. Yes, Biggie Smalls, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait a minute.
The notorious B.I.
Wait a minute.
G.
No, but seriously though, if you really think about it, I wish people would just call in 516-531-9828.
I'm gonna.
Heavy D was okay. He wasn't ugly.
Have you ever been narcissistic? Have you ever dealt with someone who was narcissistic? Do you have the guts, the goal?
You getting a lot of clout, man. What's the number again?
516
516
531
531
9828.
9828.
I'm gonna need y'all to call in, man, because 9828.
Call in.
9828. I need y'all to call in because
Hey, look, whoever's the seventh caller,
they getting that bread.
whoever is the seventh caller in today's show,
Seventh call.
Lord have
they're
mercy.
going to get $100 sent to your cash app while we're on the show. Matter of fact, while we're on the show.
Why are we on the show?
So that way, those who are watching the show.
No. This is even better. I'm sorry to cut you off. No disrespect. But I want you to say this. I want them to screenshot the receipt and post it on our page.
And post it to the page. Post it to the page.
Post it to the page. Post it to the page.
Post to the page 9828.
But I'm saying this because remember, one of the discussion points I threw out there was have technology, the advancment of our society.
Now, you know I'm about to do. Go ahead. Go
ahead. Post a little comment.
No, I'm about to pin it right now.
Hey, you about to pin it right now?
I'm pinning it.
Okay, cool.
Those who are on my Instagram live, hey, call in. Speak your truth.
I think we got one.
Wait a minute.
I think we got one.
One.
Who this is?
Okay.
All right.
Area code 914. State your name. Tell us where you calling from. Hello, you on the air? 914. State your name. Tell me where you calling from.
It's a whole time zero.
I think they dialed us on accident. 914. Going once, twice. So we're gonna just go ahead and mute them.
Try again if all else fails.
Yeah, they tripping. So
I feel like I know that area code.
all
Try
right.
again. If all else fails, try again.
If all else fails,
Nothing beats failure but a try.
Yeah.
So try again.
So try again. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So
Ooh, you hit that one. Oh, you hit that one.
So that was the first call, even though they didn't get through. Oh, no. Oh, was that number one?
Number one.
Or
Was
did
it?
the person have to talk?
Number one.
That was
Is it
number
a phone
one?
call or is it an attempt?
Is this calling number?
Is it a phone call or an attempt? I don't know. Wait a minute.
Let's
Is
see.
it-
Let's see.
They back on there again?
Yeah, I mean, hey.
Hey, look.
Let's see what they doing. Let's see what they doing.
Go ahead.
914. State your name.
Hello?
Where you calling from? You live on the air, sister. Hello? Caller.
Can you hear us?
Can you hear us?
I heard her say hello.
Yeah.
Say hello.
I hope we ain't having no
State your
technical-
name. I can hear somebody moving in the background. 914, state your name. Once, twice.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hello?
Yes, we're going to let you say hello a few more times, sister. We can hear you. Talk to us.
Hello?
Talk to us. What's going on? Talk to us.
Can you hear us?
Can you hear us, sister? We on the air. We live with you right now. We live with you right now. Can you hear us? Once, twice, so okay. Anyway, oh no, don't worry about it. That's yeah. So, I don't know. I can hear her say hello.
I can hear, yeah, we can hear.
I
it.
can hear her say hello.
Hey, someone else call in.
Someone else call in.
Yeah, the numbers on there.
Yeah. We need you to call in. You know what I'm saying?
You-
516-531-9828. Now, what was I saying? I was saying, have you ever ran into someone who was narcissistic and it was gotten bad to the point, because remember the advancement of technology has ruined what we call as the gender roles in society. Talk to him, Chris.
No. Because matter of fact, I was talking one of my clients.
Mm-hmm.
She was the last client that I had today. We were talking about that. Gender roles have changed over time. Even in today's society, as time evolves, so does our gender roles evolve. Okay.
Right.
Oh man, it's a lot. Let's just be honest. Even the definition of a nuclear family has evolved.
Oh.
The degradation of a nuclear family has, well, I'm not even going to say evolved. I feel like it's been degenerated.
Okay.
Especially since, our wonderful commander-in-chief.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
Our toupee wearing, our suntan having.
Yeah.
Suntan. Yeah, commander-in-chef. Because he's cooking up a lot of BS that doesn't necessarily.
I gotta take that out of there.
Yeah, but anyway, nonetheless. The nuclear family is not.
Another call. That's 914 again.
914 calling it again. Look,
Okay, let's
I'm going to
try
keep
it.
talking until she comes in.
Go.
The nuclear family has definitely changed.
Caller, you on the air. State your name. Where you calling from? 914. State your name. Where you calling from?
So it's delayed, but I want to say that narcissism and the narcissistic tendencies come from society.
I
Like,
agree.
people feel like they need this admiration from society, so that's why they act a certain way that they do.
Okay. Okay.
And then in regards to gender roles, I agree with Chris. Like, gender roles change over time, and a lot of people are so stuck on keeping them the same, not realizing that times have changed. Like, we don't live in the same kind of family structure as we used to.
Correct.
So we can't have, like, dads being the breadwinner, because in the society that we live in today, you need both parents to go out to work, or you're both going to be broke, living in poverty, struggling to survive.
Correct.
So you can't feel like you're in charge and you run everything, and the woman's supposed to be a housewife because she's working just as hard as you are.
Now, first of all, sweetheart, what's your name? What can we call you right now on the air if you don't want to give your real name out? Can you hear me? Hello? Once, twice. Boom.
Either way, I'm gonna assume that
She dropped the bomb though.
No, I'm gonna.
I
assume
liked
that,
it.
I'm gonna assume that she got Sprint or something.
I can smoke a bag of that.
No, yeah. Put that in your pipe
Yeah.
and smoke it.
Yeah, yeah, sister. Please get away from Metro PCS.
Wow. Don't,
Oh.
Yeah, don't do people like that.
Oh, I ain't know.
I'm just going. When I speak, I'm speaking on statistics.
Have I not answered all your calls?
Shit, you got a point.
Yeah.
Metro
Alright.
PCS is on.
Yeah.
But to stay on topic with the show.
Oh, cricket.
But to stay on topic with the show.
Mm-hmm.
Shut up.
Okay. Go ahead. But go ahead.
No,
Continue.
to stay on topic with the show. Things have definitely changed over time.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I'm gonna respond to what she said. Things have definitely changed over time. So over time, generations have changed. The roles have changed.
Mm-hmm.
But in a sense, what hasn't changed, what shouldn't change, is the concept of the acknowledgement of self. And I mean, like, oh, that's so general, that's so broad. What I'm saying is this: if I was raised as a man, if I was raised by a predominantly feminine family, effeminate family,
Uh-huh.
I would be a overly sensitized male. So I would be a light skin, a feminine male. So I would be light skin, which is which is what I'm saying. Today's colorism calls a sensitive males. You're being light skinned with your listening to the music you listen to, R&B, this, that, and third, blah blah blah. Right. I'm talking about today's America,
Right.
2020.
Last week's book.
This is true. But what if I was overly desensitized? What if I was just only raised? What if I had an absent mother and only raised by my father, who in fact may have not been raised properly either? Understanding the toxicity of someone's past, therefore taking me back to what I said to begin with, to be with someone else is to understand who they are and where they came from.
But isn't that supposed to be determined along the journey of the relationship?
Correct, but you shouldn't go diving into a relationship without the intentions of giving up self.
I asked that because no. But see, I'm glad you said that, because
Now we're gonna find a balance, but that's the beauty of a relationship, right?
So if the journey, one thing that I feel like narcissism and even this society takes away from the what I would like to call the beauty of the journey.
Yes.
Because if I'm with someone, my past should only be relevant if it is affecting my present. And what I mean by that is
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree
because you also have to remember a relationship is 100-100. It's not 50-50.
Agreed.
But the other person is to complement that which I lack, or help me grow into that which I need to become.
So are we going to talk about our previous episodes, which you need to tune into on YouTube?
Yes,
on True Radio,
yes, True Radio.
About
I like the
time.
plug.
Yeah. Time. We talked about time.
Yeah. Okay.
So, but I see what you're plugging in. The past affects the present. Now, what you do with the present determines your future.
Preach, sir.
So listen. So intellectual rant time.
Look,
we're talking about relationships, and when we think about relationships, let's go ahead and break this mold right now. A majority of the time, the reason why we don't jump into relationships is because of hurt or healing or the lack thereof. So, with that being said, whoever hurts you should not be the determining factor of who could potentially heal you. I'm going to say that to say this. Who hurt you is not your fault. Who hurt you is not your fault. Who is healing you is entirely and totally your responsibility. Therefore, we break that into accountability. Because people wonder, like, oh, Chris, he's so loving. If you knew how much hurt I have had built into me. you would question how I love the way that I do. And those who have experienced
How
it,
you do that
and,
there?
and this is now I'm being now this is where now I'm going to be transparent.
Okay.
Those who whether it's on your live or on my live or whether it's on YouTube, those who personally know me, you can comment, you call in, whatever you want to do.
Right.
Speak on my turn. I'm being transparent. Why? Because through transparency comes growth.
Yes, sir.
So with that transparency and growth, I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, I'm trying to operate each and every day in a place of love. So I'm going to be selfless. I'm going to pull myself on a table. And if I'm BSing, call into the number, because at least you get $100 out of calling me on my BS.
Ladies and gentlemen, listen. Before you continue your rant, we're going to take a quick 2.2 minute break. And when we come back, we are going to continue this dialogue. It's the Chew-On-That show. Listen, y'all need to call in the number to 516-531-9828.
It's on my
We'll
check.
be right
Call
back
in. Call
after
in,
this
speak your
quick
truth.
break.
Run that up, Rico. 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 Run that up, Rico.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back in full effect. It's your boy Randy Choo, aka Mr. Choo-On-That, aka Mr. Slap Your Great Auntie. And I'm here with my co-host Christopher J.
AKA Mr. You're not slapping my great auntie, so
here
watch
we
your
go.
mouth when
Here
you're
we
talking
go
on the
again.
line. AKA Mr. Essential. AKA Mr. I don't know if you know, but I'm him.
Oh.
So slap my great auntie if you want to.
Oh.
AKA Mr. Skirt. Hey. Which is probably what's gonna happen to a lot of y'all niggas that's listening on if you don't get your relationships in order. So
Listen.
into the topic we go.
Relationship series part 1.
This is part 1 though. This is the very broad.
I want to get back to my questions, my discussion points here that I have. I want someone to call in to discuss let's discuss what expectations you should have
See.
in a daggone relationship. What expectations should you have in a relationship? You don't have to be married to be in a relationship that has expectations. And if anyone says that they don't have any expectations of a significant other,
correct,
I would say you are a hot liar.
Therefore, or you're not in tune with yourself. Therefore, you probably shouldn't be in a relationship to begin with.
Or you have narcissistic personality disorder.
Or
Listen,
you're a beta male.
while you guys are about to call in and chime in, shout out to Scott.
Oh, the messed up part is. Yep, she's listening.
Okay,
I can't-
anyway,
nope, I can't do it.
as I was saying, narcissistic defenses. Now this was the same source that I got the narcissistic personality disorder. And we got a call. Hold up, let me.
302. Who this is?
302. State your name. Where you calling from? 302. You hot? You on the mic? Talk to us. 302. 302. Talk to us.
Oh, wow, we got a couple.
Alicia, calling
Alicia.
from a different number, New York.
Oh, this is New York again.
She's trying to get that bread.
You
cuz.
trying to get that bread? All right, listen.
Businesswoman.
Alicia, you're number 3. Have you been with anyone that was narcissistic, or have you yourself been narcissistic?
Yup.
Talk about it. Let's hear it. You got a minute. Talk about it.
We'll wait.
We waiting because she listening to the show on YouTube. Wow.
Have I ever been with someone narcissistic? I don't think so, but I've been around people who are narcissistic. I've seen it. I witnessed it. People who really want this admiration of the idea of who they think they are, but they really, in fact, aren't really that great, and they're actually shitty.
Okay. No.
But again, I'm saying that comes from society. A lot of people are narcissistic because they feel like they have to fulfill some expectation from society to be a certain kind of way. So in fact, it's insecurity because it's not coming from within, it's coming from outside. Like I see a lot of guys in college only want to impress their homeboys. So this idea of admiration, like, oh yeah, you got bodies. And really, in fact, you're really not happy with what you're doing. So different ways that I've seen narcissism.
Okay.
So from a generational standpoint, that's good too.
Okay. I like that. You dropping some heat. Listen, inbox us your Cash App, and if we don't have 7 callers,
Yeah, you qualify.
you qualify as that caller.
Yeah. So
Appreciate your call. Stay tuned. Hey, listen, subscribe to our YouTube. Like us on Facebook,
Yep.
Instagram, Twitter, all of that. Support the show. We appreciate your family. God bless.
Put your phone number in the message.
Boom. There it is.
Cool.
That's, yeah, the
Five-
443
yeah,
number hung up. So
I tried to
so
call,
that's-
but I can't figure out how.
So the number to dial is 516-531-9828. Press 1 if you want to speak to the host.
Correct.
Or just wait on the line. We'll see you and we'll plug you in. So we're at caller number 4 so far.
Four is
Yep.
coming in.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yep.
We 3
Yeah, we 3 done.
Not 4.
Okay, we 3 done. So we got 4 more left.
Yes.
So if you're listening in,
Listen.
go ahead and call in.
So let me describe this one part real quick, Chris, if you don't mind, real
No,
quick.
go ahead. Hand even.
Narcissistic defenses. Oh.
There he is.
There he-
443.
oh,
Yep,
okay.
another one.
4-3, there it is.
Another
All right,
one.
There we go.
I got it.
Slightly delayed. Go ahead, talk.
Talk to us.
443. You win.
One second.
443.
Okay, this is the 443 number. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Because I'm watching y'all Instagram, so I'm behind.
Okay. Talk to us. 443. Talk to us.
Delay.
Okay, there's a serious ass lag, y'all.
Delay.
But I just wanted to comment first of all on the term narcissistic or narcissism or narcissist.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a mental health worker. I have been for like 8 years now, and most people aren't narcissists. That is a very, very people have taken that word and just worn it out, worn it into the ground. To be diagnosed as a narcissist, you be diagnosed with like a borderline personality disorder or a severe personality disorder, and you'd be a psycho, like a legit psycho. So most people aren't dating narcissists. They're dating people with unhealed trauma, and then they're getting into trauma bond situations where they're basically playing off of that person's trauma, and that person's playing off of theirs. Oftentimes, that's what we're looking at when people are saying, "Oh, I'm dating a narcissist." Because 9 times out of 10, you have characteristics about yourself, and you accept things about the other person that are disrespectful to you as a person, and so you got your own stuff that you need to kind of work on and heal up anyway. So y'all just got, not y'all, but people have to be careful throwing around the word narcissist, because I think it does have a deeper and way more negative connotation than what a lot of us are experiencing in relationship with people who just need to work on themselves and heal some trauma. That's all.
Okay. We appreciate the call, sister. Listen, like, subscribe, follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Like your perspective, love it. You said you work with people in the mental health field and all that. Would love to have you call into more of our shows.
Correct.
Dialogue.
Yes, without question.
Possibly be a guest.
You are caller number 4 on the list. Caller number 7 is going to get the grand prize.
Call him a second.
And we appreciate you, sister. God bless you. Cool. So, listen. If you I understand where the lag is coming on. If you guys call into the show,
Just chime in.
No. Don't watch it on YouTube, Instagram, or Facebook. Mute that volume and actually listen to us from the phone that you're calling us on.
Correct. Yeah.
That's the
yeah.
lag. It's not us. It's you guys are watching the show. The live stream itself has a 20-second delay or 20-second lag when it goes to Facebook, YouTube, and so forth. So when you call into the show, don't put the live stream on pause and just talk to us from your phone.
Correct.
The number to dial is 516-531-9828. Been doing this since 2013, baby.
Yeah.
Now, to touch on what the young lady said, I described the definition of narcissism, and I described the origin of the word, and I also described narcissistic personality disorder. Now what I'm about to describe is narcissistic defenses. Narcissistic defenses are those processes whereby the idealized aspects of the self are preserved and its limitations denied. They tend to be rigid and totalistic.
Okay.
They are often driven by feelings of shame and guilt. Wow. Chris, talk.
I'm gonna actually take away
Talk.
That, now, mind you,
Uh-huh.
me taking away or not agreeing. I'm sorry. I'm not going to take away anything. I'm going to still validate that of the last caller
Okay.
in regards to what you feel as though narcissism is an over-diagnostic terminology. Being in the medical field, congrats. I'm proud of you. I want to give some positive reinforcement. I'm proud of you for being in the medical field. I, too, am in the medical field. What I'm also going to do is also give accountability and raise accountability and responsibility to those to take away from your reasoning. You feel as though it's over diagnosed. I feel as though it is underdiagnosed.
I agree with your sentiment. Go ahead.
To be able to acknowledge narcissism is to acknowledge that of self. The problem is we seek so much self in others because we lack it within ourself. Okay? We expect us from someone else.
Talk.
I got this shirt from Walmart. Relax. We expect ourselves from someone else. And so it's good for us to go into the mirror like, dang, I look good.
Yeah, man.
And then I'm going to go meet someone else. Woman, you better acknowledge the fact that I look good. When in fact, if I'm meeting someone else, I should be acknowledging you.
Come here, girl. Let me tell you a little something about myself.
Because I should already have myself in check. I should be acknowledging you right now.
Oh.
And if you in fact are so in tune with yourself, my compliments should phase you.
Let me tell you how your frequency is going right along with the next point I'm about to drop after I defend your statement about narcissism being underused.
Yeah, it's underused.
Because first of all, according to the DSM-4, it had narcissism in it. They took it out because 90% of the population actually was narcissistic. So the DSM-5 has narcissistic personality disorder, which only 1% of the general population actually have. So being narcissistic is a broad thing, and having the personality, the disorder of narcissism, is a small thing.
To underdiagnose it is to to make it being overproduction as a weapon to destroy the nuclear family. But to underdiagnose narcissism, especially that of a male who is supposed to lead, is to have overproduced a weapon to destroy the nuclear family.
Wow.
Especially when your government basically takes away the connection of a male and female together to create one. We make our women more reliant on welfare and government assistance rather than the work ethic, ambition, determination, and pride of a male. But I feel like that's another topic outside of the series. We'll connect that later because that's what we do here at Chew Radio. We put the puzzle pieces together to create the bigger picture in which that you all thirst over.
Listen,
I am still thirsty.
I want to. There's what I would like to call the true two steps of what we call the true two steps of falling in love.
That's cute.
I got my chew and my two step. Hey, listen, you have the biochemical aspect of falling in love, and then you have the psychological aspect of falling in love. I'm gonna break down some facts from people who've studied and researched love and people falling in love from a psychological standpoint. First of all, they say that eye contact is key. And they find out when couples have eye contact that they're in love and or they're bound in a romantic relationship. It actually helps synchronizes their hearts. You ever hear back in the day You ever heard or you seen back in the day a man tell his woman or the woman tell the man, "Look me in my eyes." They knew back then. First of all, it wasn't a lot of phony people back then. Let's just get that out the way. And remember, we're talking some but not all. Some but not.
Some but no.
Yeah, and it didn't.
Sincerity,
Yes.
ingenuity.
Yes. So
Were more prevalent back in our previous days.
So if you ever feel like,
Happy birthday, Rhonda.
that you and your significant other have not been in tune lately, take a moment with no music, no nothing, and just look each other in the eyes for more than just 30 seconds. Let that thing marinate. Feel me?
That's a level of intimacy most aren't familiar with outside of over sexualized physicality.
Yes. Also, they say that love can be addictive. Falling in love is much like taking a dose of cocaine.
And if you've never done it, not that I have, not that I have.
I have not.
Because both cocaine and falling in love
Just kidding,
experiences affect the brain in a similar way, and they trigger the same similar sensations of euphoria.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? And that researchers found that falling in love produces several euphoria-inducing chemicals that stimulate 12 areas of your brain at the same time, just like cocaine does. Which is why you can actually die from a divorce or a breakup. Or cocaine.
True.
And that condition, they call that condition is called the broken heart syndrome. But you actually, or overdose. You actually, there's evidence that prove that intense traumatizing events, like breakups, divorces, you losing a loved one, or physical separation from a loved one, or betrayal.
That one hurts.
Or betrayal can cause real physical pains in the area of one's
That
heart.
one hurts. That
Have
one hurts.
Christopher J, has the listening audience, have you ever been betrayed? The number of the dollar is 516-531-9828. We got about 15 more minutes on the show.
That one
Call
hurts.
in, please. Christopher J, have you ever been betrayed?
I have, man, betrayed. Oh, you want to get personal. What's crazy is
Say it.
just
Drake?
Scott.
Talk to him.
Nah. So
Yeah.
the thing is,
Lord
I
have
think the part
mercy.
that Lord have mercy, the part that hurts the most for me is that I gave so much of self for the growth of someone else, which I feel like is the foundation of most relationships, whether it be from a woman or a male's perspective. Gave so much of self for the growth of someone else.
Yes.
Bars.
Mm-hmm.
And in doing so, you get backstabbed because once they reach the heightened or the growth or the maximized acceptance of themselves, they cut you off as if you paid your last bill in BGE.
Wow.
There's no need for you. When in fact, through a real relationship, and which should have been a derivative of love, should have been reciprocation, you would have thought that with the acceptance and the growth that they would have folded that back into the relationship. Is that a caller?
We have another caller. I got it.
What is this?
Caller 302.
Got it.
State your name. Where you calling from? 302. Talk to me. Remember, put your whole life on mute and talk to us through the phone.
Real two seem like the same color.
Yeah, I think.
So it's Alicia again
Okay.
from New York.
Okay.
Well, lives in Maryland, but from New York.
Okay.
I think this is the idea of like Jada Pinkett Smith and how she was trying to fix people.
Yeah. Oh.
That's what this idea is like people think that when you get into a relationship, the idea is to fix someone rather than to build something with someone. And when you get stuck thinking that you're going to fix someone and then they are rebuilt, now they feel like they no longer need you, and it might be something that's not intentional. It just happens. So
Correct,
when you
correct,
go into a
correct.
relationship thinking that you're going to fix this guy or you're going to fix this girl, you're actually setting yourself up for failure.
Correct.
Because that's not what a relationship is.
Wow.
That's using someone.
Yes.
And that's what ended up happening with the Smiths. They ended up using each other.
That's number 5.
Wow.
And
Bringing 414.
she found out that she needed to fix oneself in order to fix their
She's fine.
relationship.
Right. And
All right, cool.
that was a very narcissistic move that she did. Listen. So so that 443 call back. So
443 414. Call back in.
Y'all close out.
yeah. So stay on the line real quick. 302. The 443 number. Call back in. I'm gonna get you as soon as we finish dialoguing with 302 because you're gonna be the last caller. Listen. So let me ask you this: Have you ever been betrayed? Oh, she hung up the phone.
Okay. All right, cool. 443 414. Call back in.
443
Call back in.
443 or 302. Call back in. We got. Listen.
302, that's number 6.
That's number 6. Got her.
Pay attention. Look.
Okay. 302.
hang.
You back on the line? Can you hear us?
Don't hang up. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
302. Can you hear us? Mute the live stream and just listen to us from your phone.
So yes,
Okay.
not on the line. I can only hear you on the phone. Like I turned my headset all the way up, and I can't hear you.
Good.
Yes. Beautiful. Hold on. I'm gonna put you on hold. Stay right there.
I can't
Don't
hear
go.
you at all from the phone.
443 is back on the line, that's number 7.
Wow, that's number 7. Yep.
443. Talk to us. You on the line?
Giving a disclaimer.
443. You on the line?
Mute the video.
Mute the video and talk to us from the phone.
Give me a second because we might be listening to the video.
Right, yeah. 443. I'm gonna give you 10 more seconds.
9, 8,
Hey,
7,
take your phone.
6, 5, 4, 3.
Boom.
All right. Wow. Yep.
All right, 302 is it. 302 is it.
24. Can you hear us? 24. Talk to us.
Take a picture of those numbers.
Hello?
and connect them to
Yeah, talk to us.
Hello.
240. Talk to us.
443 still on the line.
443 still in line. Okay.
Yep.
24 taking.
That's a whole. You got.
Oh man. Okay, let's try 41. Let's try the 443.
Still on 443.
All right, 443. Talk to us.
Yo.
443. State your name. Talk to us. We about to end the show. By the way, if we don't hear from 443, then 302 wins it. Well,
Give 241 a chance.
all right, I'm gonna try them one more time. Try these people real quick.
240.
410. Talk to us. I'm going back to
Hear you.
302.
I think I can hear
No,
you.
that's 410.
That's 410.
This is 302.
302. Okay.
Can
Listen.
you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. So, listen. What I need.
Yes.
What I need you to do.
No, 302.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, you got it. So 302. What I need you to do, I need you to inbox your Cash App to True Radio, and we're gonna bless you. Listen, for all the other callers for tonight's show, Call in next week. Call in next week. 302 is the winner.
Okay.
We need you to drop your Cash App to True Radio, either Instagram, Facebook, or unofficial MD's Instagram or Facebook.
Yeah, if you call, I'll tell you what. If you called in, and due to our technical difficulties, if you called in, I'm still gonna bless you.
316, you on the phone? $316?
We can hear y'all, but y'all can't hear us. So if you're on live on either
Hi,
one,
Daddy.
I'm sorry, what?
He said hi, daddy.
Oh Lord, that's my family. That's my wife's phone number, and that's my son on the joint. Anyway, go ahead. So 3021. If you called into the show, what you were saying?
If you called into the show, and you didn't connect through, we'll still bless you. Make sure you follow True Radio.
Christopher J say he gonna bless y'all.
Cause I'm living.
Hey,
Hey, no, for real. If you listen on the live, if you listen Instagram live on his Instagram live, True Radio, or my Instagram live, follow me, message me. Matter of fact, message me. I will be sure to message me your Cash App ID.
41071.
They just dropped.
Yeah, we
Yep.
3021.
Message me. I'm.
Thank 302 live. Thank 302 live.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm gonna go
302.
ahead and give shout out to 302.
Uh-huh.
I know who that is.
Go.
Yeah, 302. We appreciate you. You'll go ahead and receive it, your Cash App. But for those who called in, and we couldn't connect due to technical difficulties, we apologize for those difficulties. We'll work on that after this episode.
That ain't on our end, so I ain't apologize for something I ain't do.
I mean,
agree with you.
Yeah, that is not on our end at all.
Sorry for your loss.
Sorry for your loss. But
go ahead and message us. We'll make sure.
I
we
want
get
you
right.
guys to. I want them to keep calling in next week. This whole relationship series, you got to
This is
call
only
in.
part one. This is only part one. This was This was a broad horizon. A
Yes.
very vague.
We ain't even really getting
Breakdown.
to the juicy part.
You
We-
can touch anything other than picking up these calls of people that can't answer their phone.
We're not gonna get. We're not ready to get down to the intimate and romanticism of a relationship that y'all all thirst over, but are not willing to put the work in for. But
Romanticism? Go ahead.
I'm sorry if that doesn't qualify for the entomology of a.
I'm messing with you. Go ahead.
A lot of times, the moment they see relationships, oh my God, I can find out some knowledge as to why my relationship isn't working, even though I'm not willing to put in the work to actually have one. So, but I'll leave that alone. When y'all want to have real conversation, be sure to tune in next week
Talk.
and call in
You.
because
It's you.
we broke down narcissism for a reason.
Yes.
It requires you to look into the mirror or water, which is reflective, just like a mirror, and look at yourself. Because if you don't have acknowledgement of self, you can't be selfless and operate in love and have a relationship like you say that you want.
Final words.
But I'm just a co-host, man. Whatever. Go ahead. You the married one. I'm not. I want to be where you at. I want to be where you at. I want to be married.
It's a beautiful thing.
I want to stand before God one day and say that I'm ready to give my all. Not some, but all.
Sit before him right now.
I want to
So-
sit before God and give my all
Listen.
one day.
So first of all, let me say this. Relationships are very important to how we are framed as human beings. The painful part is that we have not, and then when I'm speaking, I'm not talking about absolutes. I'm talking some but no, not all, some but all. We have not elevated our consciousness to the point where we do not, that we won't have our traumatic experiences protrude onto other people. We have to get to a point where we can acknowledge the baggage we carry, and we know how to take the trash out when it needs to be taken out.
Amen.
Just because you've been through something traumatizing or had a bad experience in life doesn't mean that that has broken you,
Correct.
or that you're a failure, or that you're going to let me say this also, because I feel like everyone's crutch is I've been abused emotionally, mentally, spiritually, or physically, or this has happened to me in the past. Do not allow that to cripple a beautiful relationship that you could be entering into.
Correct. That's
Don't-
false. That's false.
Huh?
That's false.
Yeah,
All of
yeah.
that reasoning is false.
Yeah, it is. It very much is, and you don't want to, as the church folks say, you don't want to block your own blessing.
If somebody if somebody would have asked me, "Oh man, how are you such a good father to my kids?" Especially if and let's be honest, generational. I'm dating mostly single women. So how are you such a good father? How are you such a good father?
Go ahead.
Because I'm giving your child everything I never got.
Right, and that's what I'm
Yeah.
getting to. What you have lacked in the past, you created for yourself and give it to others.
Correct.
For even those who taught the Bible, God didn't have a family, so He made one.
Message.
So with that being said, listen, I appreciate all the callers.
Touchy.
All jokes aside, I am going to make sure that there is no lag. What you have to do is follow these instructions. I'm going to put them on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and all that stuff after the show, so that there won't be no lag on you guys' end, because we can hear you perfectly fine.
Yeah.
And I can hear myself in your background.
Correct.
So I just want to say that we'll work all that out. Keep calling into the show. We really, 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 really appreciate the love and support. We truly appreciate it. We love you guys. Bless you guys, and we'll see you guys next week here on the Choo-On-That show every Tuesday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Listen, next show, for the first 15, 20 minutes, I'm going to have my youngin' from B-More who's going viral, Little Taste Swag. Check out his song called Walk. He got the Chew dance on and everything. He just want to come on the show, show some love and respect, and we're going to pay homage and do that for the first 15 minutes of the show. Then after that, we back on this relationship talk. See y'all next week. Deuces!
Run that up, Rico. Run that up,